Meanwhile, a University of Kentucky swimmer who was forced to compete against a biological male in women's events is speaking out ahead of the midterms.
I trained from an early age, giving it my all to achieve my dream. But for girls across America, that dream is being taken away by men competing in women's sports.
Right. The swimmer is supporting Senator Rand Paul's re-election campaign because he is taking a stand, like Governor Youngkin, to protect Title IX. Riley Gaines joins us now, along with Senator Rand Paul. Riley, to you, have you gotten blowback for standing up for women's sports and saying that transgender males should not be swimming against you or competing against somebody else?
Honestly, I haven't gotten as much blowback as you would think, as the media wants you to believe. The support I've received is tenfold anything negative. But of course, the negative comments are either you're transphobic, you're ugly, or you're bad at swimming. And so they don't come from any sort of logic or science based behind that. I
think you back me up, Senator Paul, that none of those things are true. Well, this stand seems to be logical. Why is it that this is not pervasive, that this belief that women should be able to compete against women?
I don't know. I'm proud of Riley for standing up. I'm surprised that more don't stand up. But I think they are fearful. There are reports of people trying to punish people with school and with jobs. And it's sort of like this mafia out there trying to control language. But it's also, if you talk to the regular people of Kentucky or of America and ask them, you know, should a 6'3" man be competing against women? And most people don't think that's fair. So I'm proud of Riley for standing up, and I think we ought to stand up also, those who are in charge of the country, to say enough's enough. This is foolish, and we're not going to let it happen.
What could you do legislatively, Senator, besides speak out on shows like this?
Well, you know, there's all kind of money that goes to colleges. There's been discussion of colleges and their tax-exempt status. There's all kinds of ways that this can be looked at. Title IX is another way this can be looked at. So women's sports were largely created because we wanted to have fairness. And this was 30, 40 years ago, and women's sports were developed. You know, I come from a family with a lot of college athletes, particularly women, and it's just not fair. And so I'm proud of Riley for standing up.
Riley, what were your thoughts? What do you think the teammates of the University of Pennsylvania swimmer, as well as the one they were competing against? It seemed like a total mess last year.
Yeah, it was a total mess. I actually had a ton of Lia Thomas's teammates reach out to me personally and thank me for what I'm doing, because this is something they deal with every single day. But of course, they're intimidated, they're threatened, they're emotionally blackmailed. I have so many examples of what these Ivy League schools have said to their swimmers in hopes to not get them to speak out. One of those examples being an email sent to the Ivy League swimmers saying that if you feel uncomfortable changing in an area where you will see male genitalia, here are some resources and you should seek counseling.
Really? Yeah, you
Yes.
seek counseling. That's unbelievable. It's like the world is upside down. So, Senator, to speak up and speak out is to defend women's rights. Are you surprised more women's groups have not gotten behind Riley and people that believe what Governor Youngkin believes and talked about and what you believe?
I am a little bit, but I think there's actually sort of a silent, growing number of women who are moderate or independent or even liberal that have daughters who compete in soccer and swimming and all these different sports who are like, this just isn't fair. This is a fairness issue. And so in the beginning, there were women activists. They were feminists. My wife always says, where are the feminists on this issue? And there are some, but they're few and far between because the liberal media runs over you and says you're a hater. And this isn't about hate. This is about fairness. This is about that women should get to compete against women. It's just not fair to have men there. And it's like, if the men can't compete against the men, that's on them. But it really isn't fair for them to come over and think they can try to win on the women's side.
Senator, best of luck in your re-election. Riley Gaines, thanks for standing up. I think you're doing a lot of great things for these females that just want to have reach their potential in women's sports and won't have that opportunity if this continues. Thank you to both of you.